So me and Sam have a theory about Rebus, that he's just a really fun guy, and that's why Palpatine likes him so much and gave him, like, the rank and everything else.
He sits in his barber chair.
Palpatine's just like, oh, that's Rebus, he's a fun fellow. I want to make him a Moff. Tarkin's like, are you sure, Your Majesty? He has no military experience. In fact, he's a bit of a rube, if you ask me. I didn't ask you, Tarkin. It's
like the royal family giving some random bloke a knighthood because it's just banter.
Yeah, it is like the Queen giving James Corden a knighthood or something. Just because, I don't know, I guess she finds him funny. I don't know. I guess someone has to.
Actually, Tarkin is higher ranking than Vader.
Yeah, Vader isn't a rank. Not really. He's not officially anything, really. In truth, he is the second most, powerful man in the Empire. Or whatever,
he is outside of the system?
Yeah. He is purely an enforcer of Palpatine himself.
Palpatine's right hand? Left hand?
Middle hand.
So technically, who would become Emperor after Palpatine?
That's a very good question. I don't know if there is an obvious line of succession, actually. I don't know. I think the truth is, Palpatine didn't give a fuck. Palpatine doesn't really care about, like, the long-term survival of the Empire. If he's dead, he no longer gives a shit, So I think it's, in the old canon, after Palpatine died, the Empire fractured to a whole bunch of warlords. Like, you had Zinj, who was this big fat guy who controlled quite a lot of space.
The blue Togruta bloke who's been brown-nosing him all them years. It has to be him.
Thrawn, of course, was another one. Yeah, so in the EU, that's what happened. In the new canon, the Disney canon, Palpatine's death triggered the Operation Cinder contingency, in which loyal Imperial officers just started going around all the populated planets, blowing shit up, just basically trying to leave there be nothing behind for the rebels to take over. Basically, if Palpatine can't rule the galaxy, nobody can, type thing.
Operation Cinder.
Cinder on the Ender Spire. I really want to recreate Moff Rebus on an RPG now. I love his design. He's chill as fuck. Exactly. Huh? Mouse Droid. Get back here. Little fucker. Huh?
You're not authorized in this area.
You're not authorized to be in the vent. Red Skull Gaming, would you bum Moff Rebus? Obviously.
If Vader killed Tarkin, Palpatine would have punished him heavily.
Oh yeah, Palpatine punishes Vader all the time for anything. It's time for your punishment, Lord Vader. No, not today, Daddy. I mean, what?
The little box. Get the little box.
I was gonna let this one live.
Aww.
I guess not. My mercy has limits.
Let's face it, Kenobi versus Satine should have happened.
Versus?
Or
X-City. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, that's not a very fair matchup. But yeah, no, they totally should have banged. Again.
Harold again?
Speaking of Elder Scrolls,
Or
would like to play as Harold again, or make a new character, would tune in for a Morrowind stream. We've talked about this before. I'm not 100% convinced if Morrowind is the best game to stream, because there's a lot of downtime. It's not all action all the time. Or anything like that. There's a lot of just walking around, talking to people, getting information, soaking in the world. But if you guys wanted me to stream it, I absolutely would, because it's a game I love playing, so.
Oblivion speedrun.
I did an Oblivion, no, it's not quite a speedrun, but a level 1 run, not that long ago. I had to complete the main game without leveling up.
Oh god.
And it was surprisingly easy. Because the game is broken. Because the enemies gain levels with the player. Actually, they gain levels more than the player. So if the player doesn't ever levels up, the enemies remain shit forever. You know?
Yeah.
It's like during the great final battle at Balmora. Balmora? No, that's Morrowind. Bruma.
Yeah.
All you fight are scamps. The lowest level Daedra.
Oh god. The great champion!
Oh my, it's the Grand Champion! By Azura, by Azura! Standing here next to me. You know, I'm actually not opposed to an Oblivion stream. Maybe we'll think about that in future. Maybe what we'll do is we'll like rush through the the fucking sewers. I'm so sick of the sewers.
Annoying fan. Standing here, I realize. Draw sword. Trying to make history.
Or the YouTube
I
series.
usually play Dark Elf. This is Ariana. They are so ugly in Oblivion. Straight blueberry people. Yeah.
So I was saying I always played Argonian first, but most of the time I do play Dark Elf in all the Elder Scrolls games. I don't know why. They're just the coolest race. I like them. They're hot. Oh, that one's on fire.
I always play as a Khajiit or...
Edge elf, gotcha. They're not edgy. There's nothing edgy about them. Bryn, you can't... Bryn, you can't just go up to dark-skinned people and go, oh, I see, edgy human. Did anyone else go werewolf/vampire? Yeah, I've done the werewolf thing. I've done the vampire thing. I didn't really care for it. I found myself playing Orc Mage a lot. The most counterproductive build race combo. I like that, though. I like playing against type, you know? I am so lost. I don't even really care anymore. I'm just happy talking about Elder Scrolls. To be fair, Dunmer have a bit of Shadow the Hedgehog vibe to them, especially the Morrowind voice. Oh, you mean, welcome, Outlander. How are you today? It's not my fault. I live in a country that is just 100% volcanic ash 100% of the time. Oh, I'm alright. Jesus Christ, I free this guy from prison and he comes at me. Mitts raised. Alright, you want to go? Get back in your box. I don't think I actually beat this level before. And I'm starting to see why, because it's fucking shit. I don't know. I don't know. This flashing lights bullshit is nonsense. So that's unsafe? I don't know. Is it gonna ever stop flashing?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna burn. I'm just gonna burn. I'm just gonna burn. I'm just gonna burn. I'm gonna rub my head against this wall until it lets me through. Okay. This is stupid. Can I get through? Thank you. Flashing's hot, unflashing's cold, flashing's also cold, also flashing hot. Basically, fuck you. Yeah, basically.